lawsuit and the criminal lawsuit.
Just one, I didn't get you correctly, please.
I'm trying to, I think network problem. I'm trying to, he says civil lawsuits and the criminal lawsuit can be going on concurrently. Has Baba sued anybody in that house? If no, why not?
Well, you see, what Baba has done so far, suing everybody in that, even if it's criminal, whatever, we must go with
Yeah.
Network.
Gracie, we can't hear you anymore.
Maybe you should drop and come back.
No, it's network now. It's showing one red. I think it should be okay.
Everything under same police department.
Gracie, you have
everything to same.
Mr. Gracie, civil lawsuit doesn't go through police department.
Well, civil lawsuit. I'm coming. Let me give you let me say this.
You didn't go through. Papa did not go through the police to write African
Hold on. See, you engineered a lawsuit in this Mohbad case.
No, petition.
Right?
Petition.
A petition. Is it civil or criminal?
It's criminal petition I wrote. It has to go through the police.
It's criminal petition.
Yeah. Let me give you a typical example. What Baba did to African TV, he didn't go through police. He did not. That is exactly the same thing they are saying he do.
That was a petition.
I don't know. Was that a petition?
Hello?
It is not. It is an interlocutory injunction.
Injunction.
Gurasi, what Chasma was saying, a civil lawsuit is like the case of the DNA. You did not go through the police to take that matter for DNA. It will go to court because it's not a criminal matter. You don't have recourse to police. So it can be instituted, a civil suit. You go straight to the court, do your affidavit, submit it. The registrar takes it, get to a judge, a judge is assigned to it, and it starts to work. So that is it. Even the injunction against African TV, they will have hearing in court, and they don't need police for all that because they are civil matters. But the question I quickly want to ask Guresi, if you can hear me, is, but this, I want to bring something to your notice. You necessarily don't have to reply me. And this is on the GoFundMe. I am saying this because someone had sent me a message to say I should please ask you. Gurasi, are you listening to me? Hello, am I audible?
You are audible, but I don't know if Gurasi is listening.
Okay, let me go ahead with the question. Now, the person said I should please ask Mr. Gurasi about the GoFundMe. That since the GoFundMe has been contributed, has any amount been removed from it? Or does he know that you can withdraw from the GoFundMe, but people will still be looking at the total money that has been contributed? If any amount has been removed from it, has there been any way or form for people to know what the money has been used for? Is it what they've contributed it for? And if the public still have to do more contribution? That was the question sent to me. If you listen to me, it's just for you to see. And she put the word, when will there be accountability about fund contribution? Thank you.
Aristocrat, thank you very much. And I was expecting you to help me answer the question because I've said it at that time. At
the question to you, not to Aristocrat.
No. Because I've said it that anything money contributed or how it's been expended, I don't know anything about it, and I don't get involved in anything money. So my own is okay, what I want to do, not what is happening. I contribute my own in my own quota. I don't know if money is whatever is being contributed. But all I can assure is that at a very deserving time, accountability on how money is being spent will be given.
Supreme Lady, can I say?
Let me say something, please. Let me say something. Guresi, I want to ask you one question. You have been saying, let's come together, let's come together. Is it the coming together that will make the legal team to work? Is it the coming together, is it affecting the legal team?
I don't know what is affecting the legal team.
Because you are saying let's come together. Is it that what is that what is affecting?
The legal team is working. If you want to be scattered, be scattered.
I'm just asking because be scattered. I'm asking, legal team is different from the
if you wish to be scattered, be scattered. Legal team.
Can I say something, Andrew?
Rexy.
No, Jack, you will not drop. Wait. Let Sele ask question. You will say you will drop now. You will still be here for 3 hours. Make Sele talk. Sele ask question.
Good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, quick one, Mr. Okay, I think he's gone.
No, it's not gone. Mr. Guresi is here.
All right.
To the big box. He's our chairman today.
Yeah, my question is, when we were at Brekete made a call to the Lagos State Police, and they said to the whole world that they don't have any case regarding Mohbad, that the case has been transformed. At what point did the case go back to Lagos State Police? Because of my own understanding about the inquest, the police brought their conclusion of the investigation to the inquest, and so far I don't think they are doing any investigation.
Sorry, I got a call.
Now, it says start your question again, Mr. Sele.
All right. Yeah, Mr. Guresi, we saw when Baba was at Brekete, a call was placed from the studio to the Lagos State Police Service to ask them about the investigation and where they are. Can you hear me, Mr. Guresi?
I'm hearing you.
Yeah, and they said to the whole world that they don't have any case, that the case of justice for Mohbad is not with them, that the case has been handed over to the Lagos State government, which is the inquest. And we saw at the beginning of the inquest, the Lagos State Police investigation team were the first to put down their report. Are you saying that since that time they have resumed, or there is something that has been done to summon the police to resume investigation into this case? Because we can see the way people have been talking about this case, and police are not doing anything. And I think, and I'm asking you, Mr. Guresi, do we still have police in this case, investigating this case at this time?
Thank you for this question. If I say we have police still investigating, the answer is yes. If I say we don't have police still investigating, the answer is no. one thing I will not do is that I will not package any word for anybody. I will say the truth as it is. Either anyone believes me or not is left for the person. Now, the last time I visited the police handling the matter, I went to the department, I met 2-3 of them, and what I was told is that hold on. What I was told was that the police has already concluded their investigation. They've submitted their findings. To the DPP, waiting for recommendation. But there might still be further investigation. We are still seeing the police to be doing. But the fact is, Lagos State Police has not done enough job, and investigation is going on from different angles.
So, Gurexi, the simple question is, since the time that Brekete made that call, have you seen anybody or heard anybody that has been invited for justice for Mohbad? I am not talking about petitions of Darusha. That's a different case entirely. Somebody had to petition him. I mean, in the investigation of the police, looking the house being a crime scene, has any of those people in the house of Mohbad been invited, especially based on their utterance?
Nobody has been. No step has been made by the police since after then. No step by the Lagos State Police. No.
Thank you, Mr. Gurexi. At least I think with these few short questions, the whole world can see that the police are not investigating this case. The only people that are investigating this case at this time is the inquest. And if Mama Mohbad, Adura, Darusha, or anybody wants to make any truth input into this case, maybe because you have felt remorse and you want to say the truth, please go to the inquest. Thank you.
I have a question for you, Gurexi. Is the IT guy?
Please hold the floor down.
I've been out and about, so I'm going to ask you this question. Let me close all my windows and everything so that external interference doesn't actually comes into play. So, Gurexi, I'm asking you this question, and the question is, I think is needful. Okay, so we had a primary and preliminary, or let's say primary autopsy and a primary toxicology, and we now know a secondary one was done either by the public, if we want to put it that way, or by the sister, by the defense, as in Mr. Aloba and his the legal team. So we now have a secondary autopsy and a secondary toxicology. We know we need to follow the right process within the inquest. Is there anything that is delaying the process of actually sort of like juxtaposing both findings on both sides, and then we, the public, have to listen to the pathologists and the toxicologists on both sides? Or is it something that we have to wait for the course of the inquest to take? Or is there anything why we are not dealing with that right now? Because it doesn't really matter if you've got inquest and you have people to question. We now have a result. Is there anything delaying this thing being dissected by both parties so that we can really understand what's going on? That's my question.
President. Gurasi is busy.
I'm here. Yeah.
Did you hear the question from IT guy?
I didn't hear.
Secondary postmortem.
Okay. Goretsi, I'm going to come back again, right? So we know the primary autopsy and toxicology is done. The secondary one is done by, the public as well as Baba's legal team and the rest of it. Now, whilst we're wrangling and bringing people up and not bringing people down and all that kind of stuff, I believe that we should be in a position where we can juxtapose both findings on both sides, and us, the public, can listen in court, whereas the experts on both sides, from the government and the public, can actually dissect their findings and enlighten us about the process. Is there anything you want to tell us about why this process is being delayed?
I can't really answer precisely, but if I will have to answer, there are two things. It's because of the toxicology taking longer time, and most importantly, before we can ask for the thing being exposed or being released out, the pathologist of the state must clear what they wrote at initial. We shouldn't expect them to release the result when the pathologist that is being called for questioning is not available yet. The pathologist must have to defend what they submitted in order for the second one to have its own ground. Let's put pressure on the state to present the pathologist so that we can know what is happening now is the state government. The state government is not ready to give down the state pathologist to come and defend this matter. That is exactly what we are saying. But for us to now jump the ship in asking for the second autopsy to be released, I think is too early, the way I think it is. And those pathologists working on it, the medical pathologists that are working on it, nobody knows them. Nobody can say how far their work has gone and how long they've gone. So that's.
Yeah, Mr. Grace, can I ask you? Sorry, Supreme Iron Lady, Aristocrat, can I go ahead with Mr. Grace, please?
Go ahead, Jack. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Grexy, you see, that first question I asked you, or second question I asked you, with regards to if Baba's legal team have asked for the report of the police preliminary investigation that you could not answer, it's okay. But now, I want to say now, Baba's legal team, are they aware? I believe that they are learned, because I believe the man is a son. Is he in the know that, does he have the knowledge that a postmortem has to come first? That when a murder case is reported to the coroner, a postmortem will have to come first. That's even if the cause of death is not clear. Before going into fact finding by involving or bringing over the people that were present, that were directly involved, present when this guy died, don't they have that knowledge to raise objection to Lagos State government not to start this whole thing on a wrong note? If you start something on a wrong note, once the foundation is faulty, you see everything you're going to do is going to be faulty. And to think that these people are, they so-called themselves professional, a son, he could not raise this objection. That's number one. Number two is this.
What objection, please? What objection? I
need you to really pay attention. And
sorry. You know, I'm divided in a lot of things. Let's make our words to be very sharp and precise.
Okay. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying that the legal team, the Shitu guy, is he not aware, as a learned person, is he not aware that when a coroner, if it is necessary to call for coroner, and when a coroner is being invited into a murder case, when the cause of death is not clear, is he not aware that a post-mortem has to be conducted first before you go into fact-finding, before you start bringing over the people that were present as at the time the deceased passed away?
Let me answer that. A post-mortem we conducted. Was it not a post-mortem that was initiated by the government being going on before they started?
Which post-mortem was that?
The autopsy.
Did you get any result? Was there result?
No. It's a different thing from getting the right result or the wrong result.
No,
but it was going on. You couldn't have initiated. Hold on. You couldn't have initiated another postmortem if you cannot fault the first one.
Wait. This is what we are saying. Look, the first process is to be able to medically establish the cause of death, or if they cannot establish it, that's post-mortem. It has to be concluded first. We need to know the result of that first before you can move into the next phase of fact-finding.
Which next phase?
Okay, Mr. Gurex.
No. Let's understand ourselves. Don't be annoyed. Let's understand ourselves.
I'm not annoyed. It is understandable if you don't understand what I'm saying, to be honest.
Well, no. It's not understandable. What I'm saying is that you said before they initiated a corona or a fact finding, there must be a postmortem.
Let me do something. Let me do something to help you.
Okay.
Let me do something to help you. I'm going to read something to you. Wait, maybe that will help. Let me do something quick, please.
Or to help ourselves.
Yeah, to help ourselves, please.
Yeah,
we need this knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just give me a second, please. I'm going to be there now. Okay, yeah. I'm trying to look for. Okay, yes. Yeah, this is it. When is corona necessary? Okay, this is it. When a death is reported to a coroner, okay? If a death is reported to a coroner, the documents you need to register the death, let's leave this one. Now, this is it. Where the cause of death is clear. If the coroner decides that the cause of death is clear, they will issue a certificate to the registrar saying that a postmortem or inquest is not needed. Underline that, is not needed. Now, when a postmortem is needed, the coroner may decide a postmortem is needed to find out how the person died. This can be done either in a hospital or mortuary. So now, you see, this is the first phase that the government, Lagos State government, were supposed to first handle and conclude first before going into the next phase, which is fact-finding from the individuals who were present, who were with the disease as at the time he died. But they did not do this. They went into the fact findings by bringing in all of these people, and the so-called Sanshitu could not raise an objection to that.
Hello. What you just read, can't you see that you contradicted yourself? If the cause of death is not found, that is when they call for postmortem. So the cause of death they could have found the cause of death through interviewing or interrogating all those that were present. There wouldn't have been need for any postmortem, autopsy, or thereabouts.
Mr. Gracie, I will move to my second question because you...
Hold on. For you to understand yourself. And most importantly, Barrister Shitu did not start this corona. Corona started from lawyers from other lawyers. If you want to attack other lawyers, not Shitu. Mind you.
No, I'm not attacking Shitu.
No. That Shitu as a son. No, your use of words is somehow attacking to a particular person.
Mr. Gurexi, can I try to assist Mr. Jack to the best of my understanding?
Okay, maybe you can do better.
What he's saying is, before an inquest is open, all the examinations are supposed to be done. It is the result of that examination, autopsy and toxicology, that will determine if an inquest needs to be opened. Mr. Jack, am I making sense to you?
Okay. Now that they have now started the inquest, what are you trying to now bring proof to us?
Now,
bring about.
What I'm saying in this is based on because they know we are not used to inquest. People are not used to the law. We are all looking for justice. The things that are supposed to be done with due diligence, they are not done. Normally, the police are supposed to have taken the statement of everybody that is coming to the inquest. Don't forget. Now, the police will come with their reports and statement from people. And the pathologists who have already conducted their own tests will come and say, okay, this is what we have found. So they rumbled the inquest and made it jam-packed together instead of them to have waited for the results. Don't forget, that result was supposed to come out last year. Mama Mohbad started talking about autopsy results Ijade early October. So I understand what Mr. Jack is, and I'm not blaming legal.
Sele, I'm not saying that the error has been committed.
Comrade, sorry. I think we should be productive. And I don't mean that as a derogatory comment. This is it. We are where we are. How do we make it better?
Thank you.
Potato.
Thank you.
Potmoto, patmanto. It does not matter. Rodi Mosho, Rosho Modi, Kidimati Gbufo. The inquests have come to stay.
Aristocrats.
Jack, let me finish, please. The error has been made. Yes, they should have done the medical corona investigation. They now bring it and be doing for that. Whatever the case is. But it has been made. We are here. They are doing it. I think part of the things we should spend our time on is, okay, Mr. Gurexi is here as well. He has the eyes. He's one of the leader of the Egba Afenifere of Mr. Joseph Aloba. So we talk like this. He's able to hear people's opinion, diverse opinion. They can check it with what they are already thinking about. Oh, let's add this to it. At the end of the day, I think that points to when he was saying, let's come together. Coming together is not that we want to come together and do party. Coming together is let's think together, let's have the same vision, let's focus. So let us be bringing solution rather than highlighting all the errors. No, we are here now. Where do we go?
Okay,
Mr. Aristocrat, can I
please let me finish.
Go ahead, comrade.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Mr. Aristocrat. Thank you, Mr. Gurexi, for coming here today. I'm really impressed and perplexed to see you here, and I believe that more of the fence mending will happen in times to come, and then we'll be able to have better development and arrive at a good point. Number one thing that I want to plead with you is the issue of the justice team and the anti-justice team. I want you to work on it and see how we can stop the impression of some people are for justice and for some people are not for justice, and calling some people anti-justice. There's nobody that is anti-justice. All of us are for the same aim and objective. That's my number one assignment for you. And my apology, I could not wait during the press conference that was held after the last the corona inquest. I had to prepare myself and go back to Abuja. So apology for that. Number two, mediation. I think you need to work more on.
Hello, Moses. Let me just say something.
Okay.
On the anti-justice and justice, you see, nothing anybody can do to that. We should work on individual mind. Because they call you because you don't align with a particular thought, people will come and call you anti-justice. It's like when we're in primary school. If you are doing good and you are first position, they will say, omo teacher ni, oloman loba teacher fabo. Nítorí ẹ̀ ló ṣe gbé first position. Mo mọ̀wé jùlọ. I'm brighter than that person. I am more brilliant than him. Because he assists the teacher to wash plate and to do all sorts. That's why he got first position. You see, don't let us be perturbed by whatever they tag us. Even they've called me mole around Baba Mohbad. They've called me snitch. I'm not bothered. I understand what I'm doing and I know what I'm doing and I stand by what I'm doing. And I just I submit myself to posterity. So posterity will judge each and everybody for whatever we stand for. So it might not be right, or it's not what I can do to say, these people and these people are not anti-justice. They will keep calling people anti-justice. People will keep calling people anti-justice. They can call you anti-justice today and next tomorrow you become part of justice. It all depends on the line of the area of opinion that you share at a particular time. So don't let us see that as a problem.
Okay, thank you very much. Number two is as much as possible, let's try as much as possible to mend fence with everybody that is aggrieved and needed reconciliation among us to get better results. Number three, I was just informed 2 days or 3 days ago that there was an application to the Inspector General of Police to reinvestigate or revisit the police investigation. I may like or want to request that if they have a copy of the paper submitted to the IG, probably one of us can try as much as possible to use one or two of our contacts to see how we can follow up that with them for them. And number four is I've seen Yomi Fabi doing some assignments in few days now. And before I say what I want to say, I really want to understand and ask if there is any alliance between you people, the legal team, and Yomi, as far as whatever is doing is concerned now, so that at the end of the day there won't be conflict of actions and conflict of interest that will result into jeopardizing of the whole case in totality. So I don't know if you have anything to say about that before I say my last word.
Yes. Is it Yomi or which one?
Yeah, Yomi Fabi, I want you to address that issue.
Well, I think I've said it earlier. Yomi has been doing a great job. Let's give it to him for what he has showcased. He has showcased to us, and we've seen. But one thing is that Yomi hasn't met with the legal team, in which there is a kind of plan long before now to meet with the legal team, because he has claimed to have one or two evidences with him, so that you can present it to the legal team and the legal team can do some legal verification and work on it. But trying to work on a parallel line might not suit the interest of justice in this matter. because I heard some people are trying to raise money to get lawyer. There is no crime in getting a lawyer. There is nothing bad in getting more lawyers to this case, but you need to align your, no matter number of lawyers you have. What I've seen in this inquest is that any lawyer that anybody will bring must align with the existing legal team.
Lawyers.
So as
exactly.
to be.
So that there won't be conflict of interest.
Yes, there won't be conflict of interest. So exactly. I think they put that in practice and put that in notice.
Going further, Mr. Gurexi, I think as fast as possible and as early as possible, you must quickly address the aspect of alliance with Yomi so that there won't be a total conflict. Because I saw a video image and he was talking about approaching the Inspector General of Police and doing one thing and the other. And I heard 3 days ago that something like that has already started going on. So it is better the alliance is done as quick as possible so that we won't find ourselves in a position of negativity at the end of the day. Mr. Andy, you can go on before I say my last word, please.
Thank you, comrade. I just want Guresi to be present before I push my questions to him. I think his life is paused now because I don't want to repeat myself. It's regarding to Yomi as well that you just made mention.
Yeah, it is very important they quickly form alliance with Yomi so that it does not look like somebody just going up and down. Okay, go on.
This is my own position to that. Oh, Guresi have dropped out.
Okay, somebody just said leave Yomi to work independently. We are not saying you should not work independently.
Hold on, comrade. This is where I'm coming. Because 1 year now, with my own little understanding, we've achieved zero. And if Guresi is saying that one way or the other, they want Yomi to work along with the legal team. And some people, just like me, I don't believe that the legal team have done enough. And if Yomi, according to Yomi, if I'm not misquoting him, he wants to bring his own legacy or his own foundation into this justice for Mohbad. And in this case, don't you think that it will be proper because Yomi will need money with his own foundation, with everything he's doing? Don't you think that it is proper, the money that we, because me, I'm part of the people that contributed the money in the Go Fund, don't you think it's proper for Joseph Aloba with his own legacy to put some money for Yomi for the job that he's doing? That is the question I want to put to Guresi, because we cannot continue to be contributing money every day. Because if Yomi comes up now with his own NGO, he will need to
ask for money. Yeah,
he's going to ask for money.
And before you know what is happening, he will be going from one platform to another, raising money again.
So why can't?
That's part of what I'm saying.
I don't see Yomi. You understand me? Because I personally, I don't believe in that legal team after 1 year.
Mr. Andy, Yomi can work. But Yomi cannot single-handedly go and be raising money from one platform to another for the cost of his work. Let finance be channeled to one that, okay.
Comrade,
go on,
I think maybe it's because the way my head always works. Apologies. Number one, let us appreciate one fact. Guresi is no more here, but let us appreciate one fact. Guresi coming here, he did not come in the capacity of legal team. Guresi coming here, he did not come in capacity of PA to Joseph Aloba. Guresi coming here only came in the capacity of someone that has been there, knows some things, and of course when he hears some things, when they go for their Ferry meeting, he can always chip in. And I don't think Guresi is part of the legal team. He's not a lawyer. Having said that, the matter of Yomi, we need to look at it. Number one, when Seal said, is it yesterday or the day before yesterday, that Yomi money is being contributed to him, and Afolashade said it started about some days ago on some platform. I also get from a reliable source that some platform have given him 1 million, 1.5 million and all that. I then asked a simple question, and the question was this: the account number this money has sent to, is it a personal account number or is foundation account number?
Thank you.
Now, the question, I did my investigation and I was told he gave a personal account number. Then I laughed in Greek. I laughed in Greek because just like Darosha said, people have turned Justice for Mobile to contributing money for what at the end of the day might not be too good. Now, what do I want to bring out of here? I think our discussion is we should be able to aggregate our thoughts, and we should be able to say unequivocally that it is wrong for one person to be collecting the money in his or her own name. If this guy came out and told us that he has a foundation, he should not be dealing with this matter as an activity, as one person. He should be dealing with it as an organization.
And if the money is raising in his foundation, he must be able to come back to come and give accounts. Render account on that foundation.
Wait. Let us even take it step by step. It's a thought process. Now, if money goes to a corporate body, we can at the end of the thing say, okay, let's see how it goes. And of course, government will go through it. And this is part of what I think we should have learned from things that has happened in the past. You understand what I'm saying? So, having said that as well, I think the engagement should go further. And taking from what Andy was trying to say, talking from what Andy was trying to say, you see, just where I disagreed with Guresi before he left, people can seek justice for Mohbad without the legal team. The inquest is a public inquest. It is not an inquest for the Aloba family. It is an inquest for the public. Hence, people can get representation. Now, if the legal team, if a group of people gets a team of lawyers to represent them in this case, and they are approved to join it based on the approval of the magistrate of the coroner, they can always share notes with the legal team of Mr. Joseph Aloba. But don't let us get it twisted. Mr. Joseph Aloba's legal team is not the public legal team. They are Mr. Joseph Aloba legal team. Yomi is coming under the auspices of the public. Yomi can always seek people's alliances to achieve what he wants to achieve. But it must not be that it's a must for him to go and meet the legal team and say, Baba, now the thing where I want to be this, so I need you now blessing. No. What they can look at is, oh, you are trying to help us. Can we compare notes so that we can all be on the same page? But because don't let us get these things twisted. Mr. Joseph Aloba, the lawyer are representing Joseph Aloba. They are not even representing the Aloba family. Mr. Joseph Aloba, yes, they were being paid for by the public. And the way it goes, even from Guresi's commentary, Joseph Aloba have given them the brief. Even Guresi cannot change their brief He can only advise. But Joseph Aloba has the final say. So where does the public comes in? Now, are we now saying if public now want to get another team of lawyers, you will still go back to the Joseph Aloba for you to be happy now with him? We need to stop all this.
No, aristocrats.
This is
you are in line. You are in line. Nobody is taking
public matter.
Nobody is taking. We are not taking instruction from
aristocrats said just now. Comrade, let me quickly echo what aristocrats said. Few weeks ago, when Fami Iwa came on to Latisne platform, Latisne asked Fami Iwa, who happens to be the mouthpiece of Joseph Aloba, the money they contributed. You understand me? What is it for? Fami Iwa said it openly in front of over 700 people that money is for Joseph Aloba. That means what aristocrat just said now is absolutely right. That lawyer is for Joseph Aloba, not even for the family of Aloba. Continue, comrade.
Mr. Andy, please, can I just say something, please? Aristocrat, please, I beg of you. You asked me a question the other time. You asked you said that solution is what we should look at. Look, my simple solution is this. I believe that Mr. Gurexi is an honorable man because he talked about posterity. I will always like to be objective and be factual without favor to anybody. Posterity, for posterity's sake, Mr. Gurexi should go to Mr. Joseph Aloba and Famuyiwa and advise them and advise himself to answer off this case and stay clear and allow a credible foundation with aggressive legal team to handle Mohbad's case, if only they want posterity to judge them right, and for Mohbad to get justice which it deserves. Because if Mr. Gurexi does not even know the difference between a civil matter and a criminal matter, that speaks volume. That tells me that everyone, all of these people that have been handling, that have been the CEOs, that have been the decider, including Baba Mohbad and his legal team, they are clueless. They are half-baked people. They are
Jack, let's reach a compromise on what Aristocrat was discussing. Let's reach a compromise so that I will not divert. Aristocrat, can you continue?
Right, thank you everyone, Brian.
Yeah, Aristocrat, you can continue your discussion.
So, as I was saying, I think one thing we need to get today. Sincerely speaking, I'm happy that Yomi is in this matter. But this is not what I am happy about. Yomi is an activist. And Yomi came and said he has a foundation, registered one. On this matter, for those who go to Yomi's platform, they should advise him to deal with this matter as a foundation, not as Yomi Fabi. Deal with it as a corporate entity. He has a foundation. If people want to support his cause, he can come to the people, share his idea, marshal whatever you want to say, and say, please contribute towards it. Already, foundation always have donors. People should contribute into a corporate account. Number one. Number two, the public must take their center stage. What is the role of the public? The role of the public is to continuously call on the authority to do the right thing. Call them out, write petition, do media, whatever, go on social media and know that create awareness. If the public want to be represented at the inquest, please come as an entity under a corporate entity. Get a lawyer and let the lawyer represent you. You do not have any recourse to anyone to go and do Baba Sokwe. Yes, your lawyers can compare notes, but don't let it get twisted. All your GoFundMe, all your Access Bank account are to support Joseph Aloba, to pay for his expenses, to undo his legal expenses. That is what they are for. And he's the one that is calling the shot. If you advise him, if he hears, fine. If he doesn't, and you can't take it from him. I believe the contract with him is not with the lawyers, is not with NGO. Yes, you, the public, have contributed towards it. Yes, you have contributed towards it. So, this is not the case of where he who pays the piper is dictating the tune. In the case of the lawyer, this is where it is the owner of the party that is dictating the tune, even though you are the one that paid the piper. People should get their space, and the public should wake up and stop to put themselves in a position where they will be under the compulsion, the thoughts, the whims and caprices of whatever Joseph Aloba feels is right. And he has the right to that. The public should be the one holding government accountable and say, Guresi have said something today. He said to the best of his knowledge, just like what Sele Ese asked him. Police have stopped investigation on this matter. Should that be right? No. So we as a public, we should call that out. If Guresi has that information, are you saying the legal team of Joseph Aloba don't have that information? Are you saying the legal team of the widow don't have that information? They have it. What have they done? So it is now the public that should get this, and I think this is the area of collaboration, which I thank Guresi for. We share ideas, we ask questions, we know what is going on, we can see areas where the public can act as a pressure group. That is our role. Our role is not to go cap in hand and be begging someone that we want to give you money so that you can run what you should pay for. On a nice day, Mr. Joseph Aloba should be paying for his lawyers. Public should not be funding him. On a nice day, the family should. This is a state matter. Everybody matters in it. The family matters. The state. At the end of the day, it is the state that will take decision. Don't let us be saying, just like they say, Yomi, you go and align. Align with who? It should align with the principle of justice, not the principle of anybody. If tomorrow the family decides, oh, we are tired of these shenanigans, we are so pained, we want to bury our child, I beg, make una leave all this thing. You don't finish with that. So what is going to happen to you, public? It will still be the same problem with Nigeria. You have a problem today, you will not solve it, you move on to the next, the same thing will happen, and it becomes a vicious cycle. That, for me, is my advice. And whoever that is coming to this justice for Mohbad, let us engage ourselves. We are not enemies. Our opinion do not have to align. Must not align. It must not even align. Because if it aligns, we are playing. We are faffing around. It must not align, but we must always find a common ground, and people should look at different aspects. This matter is a jigsaw game. Pick all the pieces together. Different people can pick up the pieces. Let's begin to match it till we spell justice for Mohbad. We get all the pieces that are missing. Baba Mohbad is doing his own. The widow is doing her own. The public are doing their own. The state is doing their own. If the public fails in what they should do, the state will not get the justice for us. If the state fails in what the state is doing, the justice will not get the justice they want. If the family fails to cooperate with the authority to give them the right information, to voice out and to share information that the public can also use to put pressure on the government, nothing is going to happen. So everybody should work as a team member, do your part and do it diligently. But we should not go cap in hand of getting someone's blessing before we do this thing. If the family knew that this matter they want to persecute it, they should have been the one to report to the police, not the public that will call on the police. They had gone to bury the body. We should see it as that. I'm not blaming them for that. But if the public came out and protested and said, we want this matter to be investigated, and the state agreed to it, the public must stand to be counted. Stop faffing around and stop wasting your money on stupid things. Stop contributing for people that cannot go and get their acts together, and they come under the auspices of justice for Mohbad to enrich themselves. We should stop this rubbish. Let us face what is right. Darosha's statement, many people might not agree to it, but he said something that is very, very key. He said, people are mediocrats. They are mediocrats, and they are just collecting money and putting it on what is not asking the questions we should be asking, and that is, what killed Mohbad? When did Mohbad die? Who killed Mohbad? If we identify them, jail their bloody asses. And we should not turn ourselves to pilgrimage of the Aloba family, going to them and singing their praises while we live what we ought to do. This is not just for Mohbad. This is for every one of us. This
please,
is not
I want
just
to clarify
for Mohbad.
Something, aristocrat.
This is for us all.
Aristocrat, please, can you pause a bit? Sorry, my brother. I need to clarify something. I need to clarify. The GoFundMe is not for Joseph Aloba. So on that point, I'm going to disagree, and I'm going to tell you why. If all of you go to the objectives of the GoFundMe, at no point is it written that this money is for Joseph Aloba. So for Famuyiwa to come openly and say the money is for Aloba is an error. And Andy, if you were there, you should have challenged him. Hold on, Supreme. Andy, if you were there, you should have challenged him, because you know 100% that this contribution is not for personal usage of Aloba. It is to pursue justice for Mohbad. I am going to read some of the objectives of the GoFundMe.
Number one, if you object for no objective, but Bukky just says
it's unfortunate.
The money is not for Joseph Aloba's personal use. The money is not for Joseph Aloba's personal usage. I'm trying to correct that perception. The public donated to pursue justice for Mohbad. It is not for Joseph Aloba to use.
Crunchy Queen, hold on. The objective that was presented to the public is quite different from the objectives that the money is being used for. We need to call out Bukky Jesse. What is Bukky Jesse's interest in GoFundMe? Why is her name there? Why?
Diverting. Supreme, you are diverting. Let's clear the fact that the money is not for personal usage of Aloba. Let's clear that and establish it. Don't divert. The money is not for the personal usage of Joseph Aloba. Let's clear that.
Guys, I think we are missing the point. Let me sort of like attempt to enlighten ourselves, and everybody obviously have taking this up. Chairman, please mute yourself. You are making a lot of noise at the moment. Now, so say GoFundMe is come and help me. And there is a platform for you to do such, and it is up to you how many times you change the caption and how many times you put anything you like on it. Now, what you put on it is irrelevant. As far as GoFundMe is concerned, as long as there are no malpractices and the money is used for close to the objective as possible, they don't care. And as long as anyone who put money into it don't come and cry foul, so we need to put our emotions aside. It doesn't matter what is stated in there. When the people that you give the money to receive the money, it's up to them what they do with the money. Now, if at the end of the day, hold on, let me finish. If at the end of the day they decide that what they want to do is Baba Mohbad's pension, as long as there is no unanimous public outcry to a number that GoFundMe can actually deem fit to question the process, the money goes to where the money needs to go to.
It is not.
Let me finish. People have been speaking. It is not our emotion. It is not our emotion that defines how the money is used. It's as simple as that. When the money gets into the hands of those people and there's no outcry to get GoFundMe to put a stop on it, they can do what they like with it. Thank you.
Exactly. So because you wrote on the page for burial, for POSI, for autopsy, for PI, and they don't want to get PI, and by the end of the day they buy another 100,000 coffin to bury Mohbad, and they pocket the rest. There's nothing anybody can do about it. You can put the objective 1 to 1 million. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So because we say
money is not for Baba's personal usage.
We need to understand that it's going to be used for. Period. Because there's still anybody like she see.
No. Stop saying that. The money is not for Baba's personal usage. The public did not contribute it for Baba's personal usage.
Crunch queen. Put emotions aside. If we look at it,
I'm not applying emotions. I'm just telling you the facts. It's not about emotions.
Let's instill.
The money is not for Baba's usage.
Chairman, let me say this very quickly. If we put a bit of simplicity. Let me do this very quickly. If you put simplicity into the process, this is nothing to do with anything other than if the members of the public have an outcry in a number that raises concern,
they are going to use it for Baba's pension and personal usage. My sister, I'm sorry. There's nothing you can do about it. Go and request for you.
So we just keep quiet and look and just allow it.
November. And the GoFundMe that I did for her.
Go ahead.
And the GoFundMe I did for my friend. We wanted to raise like 10,000 pounds. 10,000 pounds for her, for the coffin and to buy the land and everything. But unfortunately, we could not raise up to that. And we have to add our own money to that GoFundMe. So what I wanted to say now is that the GoFundMe they created for Mohbad and raised is it $27,000. So after they've taken what they want to use for the autopsy and toxicology and everything, what about the remaining money? What are they going to use it for? Which pocket is that money going to go to?
Okay.
All right. Please let me finish my submission before all of you interject. Never can I, because I have not finished. I allow everybody to interject, and it was only Crunchy Queen. Guys, Yoruba say, "Sukurumus we ramus." When we cry, we dey see. Don't let us delude ourselves. There is never one way to resolve things. Like I said, on GoFundMe, the GoFundMe you open is to support some cause. Part of it is to pay lawyer, to do autopsy, to do begbeti. However, the lead of that project is the father of the disease, and is the one that we have it. Number two, if the public now feels the fund is not used for what they think it is meant for, it is the right of the public to cry out. When the public cries out,
Mr.
Hello, I'm sorry, you can listen to them. I was on my way from Apapa. My mind I've been so divided. That we had to settle even before putting fuel in a car. I'm tired of this Lagos, I swear.
As I was saying, so for the fund me, just like what IT guy said, if the public feels that the money they contributed for is not used, they will be the one to do the outcry. Then they will write their petition to the organization, they can take action. So there is still a way to amend things. If people, larger number of the people that contributed protested, that they can hear it. But if they don't, the money goes to what it is used for. So let us take it like that. But this is the end. The conclusion of my submission before I dropped is that let us get something straight. As the public, let us play our role. As the family, let them play their role. Our role supersedes that of the family. Our role is to do a general checking for the government because we are the people. Our role is to ask for accountability where it is necessary. But our role is not to be contributing for people's pension. Our role is not to say this one is coughing, go and take care. It's not our role. If they need money, those people should come out to seek funding. Also, for Mr. Yomi Fabi says he has a foundation. For this thing to go well, Mr. Yomi Fabi should please come out as his foundation and not as an individual.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
To help this thing very, very much. Thank you very much.
Comrade Moses has left.
Yes, he has.
Oh, shit. And I was enjoying his contribution because he was saying more. He was being more directional than asking questions. He was giving a very clear way forward.
Okay, thank you, sir. Mr. Aristocrat, the account that was there was Yomi Fabi personal account.
So it is wrong for people to be contributing into someone's personal account. And he's putting himself in
I have not checked myself, but as of this morning, I got an information that the account has been brought down. As of this morning, I have not checked myself, but I was told the account was brought down.
The TikTok account or the bank account?
Bank account. Bank account. So that is that. Anybody that wants to engage Mr. Guresi, he's back willingly, so we cannot attack him.
Guresi, when you drop, why will you say attack? When you drop, this was my submission, and which I used to address one of those things you said. And this is what I said. If anybody is going to help this justice for Mohbad, just as Yomi is doing, I will advise Yomi not to come as an activist. He said he has an organization. He should come as an organization. He should give people the account of his organization and people can contribute money into it. He should be able to engage with people, tell them what he will do. Fine. Now, he does not need to come and get the blessing of the legal team of Mr. Joseph Aloba. He doesn't need it. What should be his paramount focus is how to help justice for Mohbad as a foundation. Now, when he enters or he gets his lawyer to go into the corona, they can always share notes with the legal team of Mr. Joseph Aloba. Do not forget that Barrister Shitu Alao and Barrister Yomi Odumosu Chambers are representative. Don't worry, don't interject, please. Just mute. Now, these two chambers they are representing Mr. Joseph Aloba. They are representing Mr. Joseph Aloba. They are not representing the Aloba family, number one. Mr. Joseph Aloba, in person of the father of the disease. They are not representing the public, but the public is supporting Mr. Joseph Aloba. Now, if the public, in his wisdom, feels they want to be represented at the inquest, they can go to an NGO and be represented. They can get a lawyer. Now, and their lawyer can always, the full name is Wahab Shitu Alao. Alao is part of his name, if you don't know. So nobody should question me. Now, what I'm trying to say is this. Anybody that wants to help this thing and put it on the on the platform that you want to ask as the public to demand for what is right on this justice, they can do it. They can always compare notes. But they should not see themselves as they must go to Joseph Aloba legal team and for them to give them permission. No, that is the wrong way to do it. As a matter of fact, it is the Joseph Aloba team or the Aloba family team that should seek the support of the public to keep pressure on the system to do the right thing, and the public has always been supporting them, and we should see it at that. And the public should always call on the government to do the right thing. Joseph Aloba might call, the family might come, they are part of the public. But if the public in its mass demands for things, government will see it. We saw what happened on the 12th. We saw what happened on the 12th. And on the 12th, what happened? People were doing remembrance for Mohbad in Ibadan. People were doing it in different places, in different form. Nobody controls them. And their presence, their activities was felt. That is the power of the public. For the public, they must have one single vision. There must be justice for the polity, for everybody. It is the responsibility of the state. Like you gave us an information, police have said they are not doing further investigation. It is now for the public to go and ensure. Please mute. Seal, please mute. You are making a lot of noise now. Yes, please mute. It's making a lot of noise. Okay. So what am I saying now? The public must not be behaving as if we must see Joseph Aloba before we do anything. No, the public did not get Joseph Aloba permission before they said exhume this body, we smell a rat. No, the public must be seen as for all and not in support of any, but to hold everybody responsible. And that is one of the biggest misgivings we, the public, have been making all this while. We have turned ourselves to fans of one person and the other person. And that is where we are getting it wrong. Our job is to tell the police, do the right thing by us. Because if they fail on this man's own, they can fail on my own. They can fail on your own. Because we want to use it as precedent. And Mr. Joseph Aloba is to his benefit, and it is for his benefit also for the Aloba family to cooperate with the system, and that is the police and government, to give the information that they need and not half information. And it is for us as public to continue to discover about this matter, because in our client, issues like this, they forget about it and it goes to rest. So that was what I was talking about. And for me, we the public, we have a lot of responsibility. We must not be tired, but we must be focused. Put your money on what is calling for justice, because justice for Mohbad is justice for the whole polity. It's justice for everybody. It's justice for generation to come. And that is what we should do. We should stop turning ourselves to clowns, following people. Today, Mama is coming, raise 2 million. Tomorrow, that one is coming, raise 1 million. Is that what we answer? What killed Mohbad? No. Mr. Guresi have told us something today. Police have not been investigating, and they should be investigating. We should call them out. That is what we should be doing. We should be doing that, and we should be calling them out. That petition you said was made, Mr. Guresi. What I would have expected from the team of Mr. Joseph Aloba, since they were the one that did the petition, is to go to newspaper, not to be giving us all this story they are pasting. They said this at the inquest. They are inconsequential. That petition, they should post it, full page. You've given the police have received it. Come to newspaper, let everybody read it. You are calling them out. Just like Chief Obasanjo used to do. He will say letter to the president, public letter to the president. There is no newspaper that will express it, that will stop it. Do press conferences. Come with those petitions. Since they have received it, their stamp is there. Post it like that. Don't be coming with all this news story telling us that Rocha said this. Leave those ones. They are inconsequential. Because the big people that will make this case to come out is the authority. And nobody else will make it to come out. Whether we like it or not, it is the police that will investigate it. Whether we like it or not, it is the judiciary that will judge it. So So whether we say they are good, they are bad, all that one last story. What we should be thinking about is to hold them accountable and ensure they do those things. When they do it, everybody will be happy. Thank you very much and have a good day.
I'm still not comfortable about the GoFundMe and Access Bank funds being converted to Baba's personal use. That is not the plan. That is not the plan, and I'm not going away from that. It's not the plan. The public contributed for justice for Mohbad, not for Baba's personal use. We need to clear that. That's not the plan.
You have cleared it, but it's not. It is what it is. Casera, Sarah. What's gonna be is gonna be. Mr. Gracie. Well, I know what Ms. Crunchy is saying is that the money needs to be used for the purpose it was collected for, but I know it's not going to be so. But can Yomi get
Chairman Andy, please say something.
Can
Chairman Andy, please say something. Don't just keep quiet.
Can Yomi get part of the money to run it?
Don't allow us to talk.
Exactly.
Don't allow us to talk.
I mean, they talk. Not be
Please let them talk. Please let them talk. This is public money, not Aloba's money. It's public money.
Andy, please go on first.
Say something. It's public money, not Aloba's personal money.
Okay, thank you. You see, this is my own position. Anybody can say whatever thing you want to say. You understand me? But this is my own position. This money belongs to public and it's for a purpose to seek justice for Mohbad. This is where I'm going to disagree some area with the IT guy regarding to this money. Because when this money, either in the GoFundMe or the other bank account of Joseph Aloba, this money is based on justice for Mohbad. It's not for pension or for Baba Mohbad to enjoy the rest of his life. And in this case, if they decided, this is what we call accountability and transparency. This money is from the public, and when the public is demanding for accountability and transparency, they should be able to give us that, the way the money is being spent. Now, the point is this, it's very simple. We, the public, we contributed this money to find the killer of Mohbad and what happened to Mohbad. And if they have diverted this money to another thing entirely, they need to come out to tell the public what they've done with the money and why they decided to use the money for another thing entirely. And when they come, we will be able to tell them that that means that you've scammed the public, because this is not what you told us at the beginning before we start contributing this money. That is lie. And because now we are having Yomi Fabi coming to help one way or the other, I personally, I support Yomi. I'm ready for Yomi at least to get us the justice that we deserve. And if Yomi is now coming in now with his own NGO, this money that is laying down in the GoFund and another bank account of Joseph Aloba, they should be able to help Yomi Fabi with what he wants to do regarding to justice for Mohbad. Now, let's assume in another person comes up when you are now saying that we should contribute another money for Yomi Fabi. If another person now comes up again, are we going to contribute for that NGO as well? Nation.
You understand? Emajeki Ashindawuku nation. Because this is, you see, what belongs to public should be able to have accountability. My money now does not belong to public. It does not belong to public. Nobody can call me to come and do accountability. It's my money. But when the public is being contributed to me, I owe them accountability. It's very straightforward. And the reason this money is being contributed is stated there clearly. The objective of the Go Fund is stated clearly. Because if they've told us at the beginning that this money is for the pension of Joseph Aloba, I believe millions, hundreds of people will not contribute towards that Go Fund. Those who believe that Mr. Joseph Aloba should be looked after, they contributed money to his private accounts, and no one is asking for that accountability because they gave this man this money to look after himself. But when we are talking about the Go Fund and the Access Bank campaigning on justice for Mohbad, because we want the killer of Mohbad to be brought to book, that is why we contributed this money. And the reason I'm saying this, I'm part of those people who contributed money into that Go Fund. And if I'm demanding for accountability and transparency, I have that audacity to demand for it. I'm going to hold on to my mic for now. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Andy. Thank you, panelists. Andy, Gnonkan, you guys have said a lot, and I want to align my submission to what you have said. But I'll add few lines to it. Now, the GoFundMe is a gateway that the public made use of to pull resources together to fight for justice for Mohbad. It is a gateway, especially for international people who wants to support the objectives of GoFundMe. Okay? And based on that, and that is why Access Bank account, even though Mr. Aloba himself knows that Access Bank account is a public fund. How do I mean? When we requested for that Access Bank, even though it's in his personal name, but the funds, he knows that the funds is a public fund. We requested for that statement. He went to his bank and released the statement to the public. That action alone, we say something in accounting. We say substance over form. Substance over form. Even though you want to prove that it's my personal account, but the substance of that, sorry, a sound is coming. Sorry. But the substance is that it is a known fact and a common knowledge to everyone that Access Bank belongs to the public. And that's why he released that statement to the public. And people hearing me now have the copy of that statement of account of access. In the same vein, the GoFundMe is a gateway, international gateway that was used to fund the Access Bank account, which is a public money. All right? If you go to court over this matter, the public is going to win with facts and empirical facts that the GoFundMe is the public resources put together, but because the public is in diverse states, diverse country, we need a centralized fund. The IT guy, I understand your position, But in this context, it is now a substance over form. We know that whoever opens a public, you open a GoFundMe for your thing and blah blah blah. But we in Justice for Mohbad, we made use of that platform to put the public monies together because everybody subscribed to it. Everybody subscribed to using that gateway to get these funds into the Access Bank account, and the Access Bank account statement is in the hands of the whole public to see what has come in and what has gone out. Sequel to that fact, GoFundMe is a public fund, public trust in the hand of 3 promoters that are responsible to the public. The 3 more promoters are not signatory to Access Bank accounts. They are members of the public. Mr. Aloba, what's his name? Muyiwa is not a signatory to Access Bank. Buki is not a signatory to Access Bank. Who other was? Lighton is not a signatory to Access Bank. Lighton is not a signatory to Access Bank. These are members of the public put together to oversee the GoFundMe, to ensure that the money is transferred into the public account, which is the Aloba's account. So if it is Aloba's personal account, he wouldn't have released the statement to the public. That action alone has nullified the substance over form that I was talking about. But to wrap it up, the public can demand that no, that money does not belong to you. We contributed it for a purpose, and for that purpose it shall only be expended. Public will have to do that. So the more the public shout about this and say no, this is fraudulent, this is corruption, we put this money together for a purpose, it's being diverted, misappropriated, then the promoters, we have an answer and we have a case in the court. And you know that in this case, once you have 10, 15 people that can witness that this money does not belong to a personal person, it belongs to a movement put together for these specific objectives. If that objective is not achieved, then the public can come back together and decide what then do we. The public now sit down and say, okay, let's hand this over to another family. That is public decision. That is public decision. But as it is, GoFundMe is the gateway public used for international transactions to get the money into the Access Bank, which is the public fund. And the proof is that everybody on this planet, on this platform, has a copy of that account sent to us because we demanded for it, and it was sent to us, which means they recognized that that money belongs to the public and not to his private account. Anybody that wants to do welfare for Baba, they know which account to send money to, and they were sending money to Wema Bank. Nobody is asking for that. Nobody. But Access Bank and GoFundMe is a public fund with proofs and evidences to Yapa, to Ponle. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Well, I overheard Crushy Queen talking about good farming money and Mr. Andy at the same time. Please, can anyone hear me?
Here you go, this. Good afternoon, sis.
Okay, good afternoon, ma. I'm morning here. So, like you said, that is not what they want to use that money for, and there is something particularly that they say they want to use the money for. Well, if they insist that is what they want. Those people that contribute the money, I think you should let them be, because don't let them start with you again for the second time again about what has happened before, and they will start again. Because to avoid problem and all of that, you know, those people, those Baba fans now, once they say this is what they want, you cannot change it. So that's one if excuse me. Okay, so that one if you to mama sọ̀rọ̀ pé kíní kan ṣe gbangba, wọ́n sọ pé nǹkan tó fẹ́ àwọn ló dáwọ́ wọn, let them use their money for what they want to use it for. That is my own little submission I have to say.
And that is a very powerful one too. And if anybody is not happy, request for your money back. Simple as ABC.
Supreme, please bring Aniki up. She has sent a request. Aniki, thank you.
Aniki, I didn't see a request. So did you send a request? Let me see. Our moderator, I don't see Aniki's request though. But let me go and look for her and see if I can bring her up. Hey, I'm a Washington. Aniki, I don't see you. Aniki, I'm over by Jason. We can look away. Aniki, please request. So any moderator can bring you up. I can find you in the list. I cannot find you, Aniki, but the truth of the matter is, if you're not happy or comfortable with the way they choose to use the GoFundMe for, then jejely go and collect your money back from GoFundMe. If you go down the GoFundMe, you will see request your money back, and you can always request your money back.
I even brought this up is because the NGO of Yomi Fabiyi will need funds, definitely. So instead of calling for the public to donate again, why not just move the funds from Access Bank and GoFundMe to this guy to assist him? Because he's going to need money financially. That's just the point.
I don't know if you're a Christian or a Muslim. I heard you say you are going to church one day too. But you know money is the root of all evil. You think Baba Mohbad will now move 20 million from his account to Yomi Fabiyi's foundation account? Are you kidding me? If we move 10 million from his Access account to Yomi Fabiyi's account, because Yomi wants to go and get justice for us. I don't know what you are thinking of. I don't know, Mama. I don't know. You think about it. The only thing anybody can do, at best, you request from your money from the GoFundMe and go and give it to Yomi Fabiyi. But you have to request, and the only way you can do it is because GoFundMe is also originated in the States. That's where you can get your money. Anytime you can go there and request for your money back. Anything short of that or more than that, you can get by. So you Baba Mohbad will now transfer 10 million to Yomi Fabiyi's account. So for you justice when he got Smith and Bankole for free. He got Lawyer Davis for free. He rejected them. He told us to bring the money. Now you want him to now take the money at hand to go and give Yomi Fabiyi. As of him taking Yomi Fabiyi, and that is my point. What is Yomi Fabiyi going to do that Smith and Bankole they don't have knowledge of, or they could not do? Beggy. Yomi na wa jet any national cake ni justice for Mohbad. Everybody is cutting their own. On a more serious note, joke apart. Thinking Yomi can do anything, I'm still going to be here, Mumawa. So, I wish him all the best. I want him to be successful, but I still put it to you, lawyer Yomi Fabiyi that was telling them that they can get international lawyer. I have the recording. They can get international lawyer Why not she might get international lawyer? An international lawyer that is not called to bar in Nigeria? Àwọn rántí Bukky Jesse máa ń pa káàkiri ilé nìyẹn. It's impossible. But Yomi Fabi is telling them, yeah, possible, but it's a lie. Òun náà wá jẹ́ tiẹ̀ ní kí ni nǹkan tí Yomi Fabi máa ṣe. Yomi Fabi and his lawyer and his lawyer or lawyers will be Yomi Fabi lawyer and lawyers. The same way they said Smith and Bankole is Aries lawyer, àwọn ò fẹ́. Ada's lawyer, àwọn ò fẹ́. Yomi Fabi's lawyer is never going to be a public lawyer. The only thing is you can love Yomi Fabi and absorb him and his legal teams and his legal reps, but they belong to Yomi Fabi. Ṣebí ẹlẹ́fẹ̀ẹ́ Aries. Lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ ló fò la fún yín ní the best lawyer, one of the best chamber in Nigeria, Smith and Bankole, one of the best chamber. Ẹ̀rọ ọ̀fẹ́ àwọn ní Yomi ló máa ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá lọ fún yín lọ́yà. Bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà tó ṣe kéèsì fún ó ṣì wà lẹ́wọ̀n. Kí ló ṣe? Ó ṣì wà lẹ́wọ̀n. Ṣé Yomi jẹun kánú ni? Káwọ́, my people. Last, I think it has come to a point where chop and let me chop ni. Kẹ́mi náà rí ẹjọ́ ọba mo wà ń bí o. Tẹ́ bá ní ìdìrànlọ́wọ́, ọba mo wà ń bí ni. Chop and let chop ni. There's absolutely nothing Yomi is going to do. Gbogbo ilé ó kàn gaslight ni. Neighbor wants to give us CCTV. Why does the neighbor need court order? Why did neighbor not give it to him that day? Ṣé ẹjọ́ ẹ má jẹ́ kọ́ mọ̀ pé mi ni mo fún yín o. Ẹgbà CCTV yìí it's only a little chip. Á dẹ̀ fi sápò. Á dẹ̀ lọ fún legal teams. Lórí irọ́ ni gbogbo ẹ̀. Why tí neighbor yẹn ò ṣe ti fún ní kíní kámẹ́rà yẹn? You just remove it and give it to him. Ó máa fi sápò ni. Ẹ dẹ̀ gbé ẹ lọ kí sórí USB cord. Ẹ lọ fi sórí kíní lé ẹ dẹ̀ máa wò ó ni. Kí ni gbogbo ṣé mi ni mò ń parọ́ àbí Báyọ̀ àbí Yomi? Eléyìí tó ṣiṣẹ́ ń ṣe wọ́n ń chase òun wọ́n lé òun the neighbor is being threatened, the neighbor is being kíní kan gbogbo ẹ̀ àṣẹ ni wọ́n ń gbé wa mọ́ra ni. Tó bá fẹ́ fún yín, if you come to my house now and I have an evidence to give it to you, I'll give it to you. Here are the chips, here are the gbà fi sápò ẹ má sọnù ẹ má jẹ́ kí mi kọ́ mọ̀ pé mi mo fún yín o duplicate ni á fi sápò the neighbor now said they are threatening him, they are threatening this, they are threatening gé kátàrí ọmọ ní kọ́kọ́ fi ẹran sẹ́nu kọ́ wá sí gbogbo ẹ̀ na láì ní gbogbo ẹ̀ but ṣe mọ̀ pé ẹ̀yin èèyàn àwa ta máa ń sòótọ́ ọ̀tá ìlú la máa ń jẹ́ ẹni tó máa ń parọ́ fún yín tó máa ń gbé yín mọ́ra àwọn gangan lọ́rẹ́ yín so ẹ lọ máa dáwó ẹ fẹ́ dáwó kú ẹ máa fẹ́ dáwó kú ni wọ́n ti ń pè yín dáwó kú nation yín náà wọ́n ń pè yàn lólè ó ń gbẹ́rùn mọ́ ẹran jó what can Yomi do? It's gonna be Yomi Fabi Foundation, African TV Foundation, Ada Universe Foundation. Berekete Foundation, Oriyomi Foundation, they own their foundations. The public cannot really control them how they run it. Can we control Berekete? Could we control him? When he told us go and wait for 10 weeks for the autopsy, if it belongs to the public, we will say no, we don't want to wait 10 weeks. We want you to be doing it concurrently. Okay, they'll be doing it concurrently. But because it belongs to his foundation, he owns it, he runs it the way he wants to run it. When Oriyomi was ready to discharge you guys, Oriyomi discharged us. Simple. Because he owns his foundation. Ada Universe, free of charge. We presented, you guys said, Aries lawyer. You guys despise them. What are the David telling you? dẹ̀ ti di omi tí ń wò wá for a long time according to my sources ó ti ń wò wá ó dẹ̀ ti ń wò pé everybody ìjẹ́ wà ń bí báyìí òkè ọ̀nà tí máa gbé gbàrí ọ̀rọ̀ tí máa gbé gbàrí. I'm not saying it's not doing well, but I will tell you the devil does not come in black. The devil will come in Jojo Amani suit and a beautiful briefcase. Àwọn tó bá fẹ́ gbàyàn wọ́n máa ń dress clean, nice cologne, wọ́n gbé briefcase, wọ́n gbé nice car tó ti lọ rẹ́ǹtì wá ẹ ò pé kò lè gbá mi láéláé Ferrari ló gbé wá kò lè gbá mi kìnìkan wàá dààmú. Devil does not come in black. He comes in Jojo Amani suit. So, mo wíire àbí mi ò wíire. Me, I have talked my hope every day, every 3 months. Nǹkan tí n bá ti sọ sẹ́yìn, ó máa ń ṣe every 3 months. Eléyìí, I can take a bet $1,000. Yomi máa gbà yín ni. Tó bá ti ṣe, àá tún padà wá síbí, àá tún wá analyze, àá tún sọ pé I told you àbí I no told you. I told you. Everybody is for their pockets. Gbogbo nǹkan tí Bukky ti sọ láti jọjọ́ ẹ̀ mélòó nù ẹ̀ lẹ́rí evidence ọ̀rọ̀ ẹnu náà ní gbogbo ẹ̀ just for you to continue to flog her platform and dáwó. Ó ṣe jẹ́ Bukky ni wọ́n máa lọ consult for everything. Ó ṣe jẹ́ orúkọ ẹ̀ ló wà nínú Justice for Mobile GoFundMe. Ó ṣe jẹ́ òun ló yá bàbá lówó, ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ ló yá bàbá lówó, òun ló ń san sá. Ẹ rò pé ọ̀fẹ́ ni gbogbo nǹkan ni, nothing goes for nothing. Òun dẹ̀ ló mú everybody ní anti-justice. Òun ló mú láti olórí ẹbí ní anti-justice, crunchy queen anti-justice, chairman anti-justice, Andy anti-justice, Katunina, Amy anti-justice, Susan anti-justice, Moses anti-justice, Bossman anti-justice, Kudi anti-justice, Adenike anti-justice. All right. The my shift platform is 2,000 people, 3,000, 4,000, wọ́n ṣe lọ́wọ́ nìyẹn. Nítorí pé tóró ni ọ̀nà náà tó lọ síbi tí ilé wa gbálá. Why ni ọ̀nà tó ń lọ sóko ìparun? And people trooping. People trooping. People will be trooping in. Torí gbalaja ní ọ̀nà tó ní oko tó lọ síbi ìparun. Thank you everybody for coming. I bless you. I bless God for you. I want us to go home with I think I tumble looking. Yeah, we are here. Go ahead, talk.
Giving population. And when we give, we don't look back. And sometimes when we give, just like you give in churches, you don't look back because you don't question what is actually done with the resources. So people don't come to social media to find out how the money is used. Their sentiment is that wherever the money can do, the money will do. On the side of Yomi and people who are sort of like delusional about what he has to offer, he doesn't have anything to offer more than what is on the ground already. And to buttress what the Supreme Ayolede mentioned about going CCTV, going to your neighbors, it should literally, if you want to do something and you volunteer yourself, you should do it selflessly. I've had issues in my home where people will come to me. There has been incidents on the streets.
Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? What happened, bro? happened to you or me, I don't know. Okay, me, I'm here too. Nobody is happy. It's Jama.
Neighbor, police, or anything like that. I would just sort of like play the thing back and whatever, and anything we find, I will cut it on an MP3 and give it to them to carry on. Now, if you obtain something of the neighbors, regardless of what you do, scientifically, from the angle in which their camera is pointed, everybody will know which house is coming from. So let's not sort of like fool ourselves about that. So if we put things in perspective, whether we don't want to accept it or not, Yomi as a foundation, Supreme Iron Lady, I'm not speaking for you, but I believe in what you're saying is literally simply that for every foundation that comes on this case, will always make something out of it, even if it's just gaining another 1 million followers, another 20 million.
Okay, that's good enough for the day anyway. Phone makes it bono. It's hot. I don't know, my phone is tired. Gnonkan.